guys, and welcome back to Cheap and Green. This is episode 2 of Fixing Broken Tiles. Last week we started fixing my broken tiles, and there was a couple of things that I wanted to mention that I forgot to do last time. So one of the things is when I went to find the replacement tiles, I was very careful to bring a piece of broken tile with me and to match up the thickness of the tiles. You can see that this matches. If you got one that was thinner or thicker, then you're basically creating a trip hazard because people would catch their toes or the front of their shoes, and it isn't a good idea. So try and match the thickness of the tile exactly. The other thing that I noticed from last week was I'd actually borrowed some leftover tile adhesive from my neighbor, and it was really strong smelling. It was pretty toxic stuff. So even though it was -20 outside, I still had to open all the doors and windows. And I feel pretty confident that we lost some brain cells in that process. So not recommended. When you go to get your tile adhesive, try and find something that's low VOC, low odor, and you're definitely going to notice the difference. So that's a good tip. For today's little project, we need to grout the existing tiles, and these are the materials that you're going to need. You're going to need grout that matches your existing grout as closely as possible, and I took a piece of the broken grout with me and was able to match it. Now I'm using sanded grout because they told me that would be much stronger, and these are not glass tiles, so I don't have to worry about them scratching. The grout was a little more expensive than I was hoping for. It was $15. So, hi kitty. So that's a bit disappointing. You'll also need a bucket of clean water and a couple of rags to wash any grout off of the surface. And you'll need this rubber float. It's got a rubber coating and foam, so it can help push the grout in between the tiles but not scratch. So I followed the directions on the package for how to mix the grout, and they suggested that I pre-moisten the tiles first. So I'm going to do that. I don't want to get it sopping, but just to try and get the edges. Now that I've put in the grout and I've cleaned the bulk of the excess grout off, I need to just let this set, and maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. It should be set enough that a sponge or a cloth won't make any marks in the grout. So I'll do that first cleaning, and then I'll wait for about 2 hours and I'll do a second cleaning just to clean all the excess off. So it's been a couple of hours since I did the last wash of the grout off of the tiles that I've done, and I'm going to wait several hours until the grout quite dries and then give it a final wash before I think I'm done. And you can already see that the grout is starting to dry and lighten up a little bit, and I think it'll look a lot better once it is a little bit lighter. The contrast between the really light colored tiles and the really dark grout isn't as nice as I would like, but you can see that it is starting to lighten up a little bit, so I think it'll look okay in the end. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed my part 2 of tile patching, and I think my entire budget was under $20 for this, and I'm a lot happier with these results. Maybe the tile doesn't match, but at least we're not going to trip and we're not going to be picking up pieces of broken tile scattered around our house, courtesy of our cats. So thanks again, and I will see you next time.